Dr. Chandrababu Reddy.
Sir, good evening, sir.
So,
Bonara, sir.
Good afternoon, Dr. Reddy, Chandrababu Reddy.
Sir, how are you, sir?
Fine, I am doing fine. Thank you.
Chandra, open your that video.
And if enabled to save audio highlights. And if enabled to save audio highlights. And if enabled.
Sir, Kishan, sir.
Chandra, it appears you have logged in two computers or either one Android phone. It appears that there are two names on. Please remove one so that the trip echo may be reduced.
Yes, sir, I am doing that, sir.
Please, no hurry, no hurry. Take 5 minutes time.
Good afternoon, Dr. Chandra.
Sir, good afternoon, sir. Bonara, sir.
బాగున్నాను మీరు బాగున్నారా?
Yeah, Bonan, sir. After a long time, sir.
సార్ 180లో స్క్రీన్ ఎక్సలెంట్ ఉంది సార్, సూపర్ ఉంది.
You.
స్క్రీన్ అంతా చాలా బాగా కనిపిస్తుంది.
ఎక్కడ మాదే?
మీదే అందరికీ కనిపిస్తుంది, బాగా కనిపిస్తుంది.
ఓ yes.
So, don't.
NSS.
Convener Dr. Masudan Reddy, please start the proceedings. Now it is 3 p.m.
I'm going to give the hand over the Dr. Chandra, who is the vice chairman of this department of botany. So he's going to start the program, sir.
Sir,
Chandra.
yeah. I welcome you all to this PhD Open Vivo Voice. So I welcome our Dean Sciences, Professor Krishna Reddy sir, and I welcome the external examiner, Dr. Giridhar Kumar Surabhi. So let me introduce Dr. Giridhar Kumar Surabhi. So Dr. Giridhar Kumar Surabhi is my senior. So now he holds a senior scientist position at Regional Plant Resource Center, which is a government of Forest and Environment Department, Government of Odisha, Bhubaneswar. So he has a vast experience in the field of plant physiology, plant proteomics, and plant molecular biology. So he has published several research papers in high impact journals. So with this brief introduction, I welcome Dr. Giridhar Kumar Surabhi for this online Viva voice examination. So, and also I invite Gangadhar Pandava to present his PhD work.
Thank you, Dr. Chandra Reddy, for introducing me.
I am good afternoon, sir. We just stop there. We can attention. Good afternoon, sir. Ad is audible, sir.
Yes, it is audible.
Yeah.
Screen, sir.
Your audible
Yes,
screen is
screen is
very good.
visible.
Please go ahead.
Myself, Gangadhar. Research work, my research work is done under the supervision of Dr. A. Madhusudan Reddy, Associate Professor and Head, Department of Botany. And the title is Diversity and Distribution of Microlichens of Eastern Ghats of Andhra Pradesh, India. Introduction. Lichens are fungi that live intimate symbiotic association with green algae or blue green algae. The body of lichen is known as the lichen thallus. The lichen thallus lack protective, conductive, and assimilatory tissues. The lichen thallus resembles neither fungal nor photosynthetic partner. The consists of 5 to 10 algal component and 90 to 95% fungal component. Produce about 1,500 secondary metabolites, mostly are unique and not found in any other group of plants. Crustose, squamose, leptose, foliose, and fruticose are the main growth forms. According to the growth forms divided into macro and micro. Based on the substratum, lichens may be grouped into sarticolous, saxicolous, terricolous, ramicolous, piscicolous, and lignicolous. Worldwide, 19,387 species. The Indian subcontinent has the 2,450 species of lichens. According to Avasti 2000, India alone has about 2,306 species, according to Singh and Sinha 2010. Lichens exploration in Andhra Pradesh. The diversity of higher plants, flora, and fauna has been studied in great details since the European times in India. Earlier works like Roxburgh, Beddoe, Elite, Gamble, and Fisher, Pulaya et al. And other provided valuable information on the floristic diversity of Andhra Pradesh. The lower groups of plants, the lower groups of plants such as lichens, bryophytes, pteridophytes, algae, and fungi have not received desired attention. Probably Avasti was the first person who documented and described few species of lichens, Anabaecia for the state of Andhra Pradesh. Earlier, the collections of lichens from Andhra Pradesh were usually reported as hence, it has become difficult to trace precise locality. According to Avasti 1965, Avasti et al. Collected lichens from Visakhapatnam region during 1986 and his collections were mainly utilized in monographic studies. Prasad and Manoharachari attempted to list some lichens from the Andhra Pradesh. Avasti in his publication on microlichens of India listed 14 lichens from Andhra Pradesh. Singh and Sinha 2010 mentioned 31 lichen taxa from the state of Andhra Pradesh, which included species belonging mostly to family Perdmaliaceae, Pyrenulaceae, and Ramalinaceae. Reddy et al. Listed 43 lichen taxa from Andhra Pradesh, which included 12 new records for the state. Anjali et al. Revealed 46 lichen taxa from Vaisar Kadapa district, which included 28 new distributional records for the state. Nayaka et al. Recorded 26 lichen taxa as new distributional record to Andhra Pradesh, of which one new record to India. Mohebe et al. Reported 10 lichen taxa as new records for Andhra Pradesh. Mohebe et al. Described new lichen taxa to science and reported 2 new records to India. That's all. Gravis linearensis and Stigmatochroma something. Mohebe et al. Reported 75 lichen taxa from Chittor district, which included 18 new records for the state. Anjali documented 183 lichen taxa from Shesachalam Biosphere Reserve, which include 145 new distributional records for the state. Mohebe et al. Reported 51 lichen taxa from Andhra Pradesh, which included 15 new records to India. In Yogiramna University, nearly 300 is available. Objectives of the research work: survey and collection of microlichens from eastern Ghats of Andhra Pradesh, preservation and identification of microlichens by using standard methods, maintaining a repository of herbarium specimens of lichens at Lichen Herbarium, Department of Botany, Yogiramna University, to represent the different rich and poor sites of microlichens in the study area, to prepare database on the microlichen diversity with their habitat and distribution. Study area: Eastern Ghats of Andhra Pradesh. Eastern Ghats are one of the touristic zone in India. Passes through northeast to southwest through Odisha, Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, and Tamil Nadu. Eastern Ghats are discontinuous mountains located on the east coast of India and from the eastern part of the Deccan Plateau, comprising 75,000 square kilometers. It lies between 30 degrees 32 minutes and 18 degrees 20 minutes in north latitudes and 78 degrees 30 minutes and 84 degrees 08 minutes east longitudes, and spread all districts of the state. It has various names, specifically Kijaku Tudarchi, Malaidal, Purva Ghat, Utpu Kanamulu, and Mahendra Parvatam. The study area is very rich in plant diversity and gene pool, as the combination of different climatic and ediphytic factors at various altitudes gives rise to rich and luxuriant vegetation. Materials methods. Field survey and collection. The investigation was designed to conduct taxonomic studies to fulfill the gap microlichens diversity in Eastern Ghats of Andhra. It is based on the examination of more than 1,050 species specimens collected from 27 different localities in 6 districts during 2016 to 2019, together with the specimen collected from the state earlier. The epiphytic lichens were collected from the bark of tree base to the chest height. The saxicolous lichens were collected from siliceous hard rock substrates and a small piece of the substrate with the help of a hammer and chisel. This is the map showing to where I collected lichen samples are. Eastern Ghats of Andhra, Chittoor district covers Kaundinya Wildlife Sanctuary, Kurnool district covers Nallamala Reserve Forest and Nagarjuna Sagar Srisalam Tiger Reserve. East Godavari district covers Pancharikonda Waterfalls. Guntur district covers Nagarjuna Sagar and Srisalam Tiger Reserve. Prakasam district Nallamala Reserve Forest, Gundla Brahmeshwaram Wildlife Sanctuary, Kummam Forest and Nagar Sagar Srisalam Tiger Reserve. SPS Nellore district covers Velugonda Forest and Sri Peninsula Narasimha Swami Wildlife Sanctuary. Tools required for the lichen collection include hammer, chisel, butter, paper cover, knife, writing pad, tissue paper, 10x hand lens with illumination, camera, preferably with digital imaging, collecting bag, pencil. This is a forest types. Mostly all are in tropical dry deciduous forest, except East Godavari district, that is the semi-evergreen forest. Sample collections in different localities. Major sites for the micro-lichen situation found in the Wildlife Sanctuary, Chittoor district. These are the. In this, 44 species is micro-lichens are identified. These are the Kurnool district forest views. Mahanandi, Srisailam, Sikaram, Kottalacheruvu and Sangameswaram. Major site for the micro-lichen expansion in East Godavari. This is the single water valley. A view of Chittoor district forest views and collection samples. Here is the Nagar Sagar is the less amount collection because of the climate is not exposed that forest. Different forest views in Prakasam districts. This is SPS Nellore district. Preparation of a riparium folder for lichens. Tools and chemicals required for lichen identification in the lab. Plastic trace, compound microscope, dissection microscope, small forceps, glass rods, needle, razor blade or ordinary blade, glass slide and cover slips. Potassium hydroxide solution, sodium hypochlorite solution, paraphenyl diamine solution, identification keys, the monographs, thin layer chromatography and microcrystallography, compendium of macro and macro lichens. Thallus morphologically of micro lichens. This is the crust was aerolate and prime was bifract and smooth pelted dichotomous lobes is there. CDI is present and Soridia. Morphology of apothecial disc. Black, red without thalline margin is there in different colors is display color and thalline margin will be different in some lichens. Morphological view of lirillate fruiting bodies. Apothecia black, rarely opened. Black rarely opened, black without thalline margin, black thalline margin, black opened, white immersed and ostracoid opened. Morphological view of perithecia. Perithecia singular is there and aggregated is perithecia and also immersed in thallus. Anatomical view of microlichens. Various of phosphorus and spore structure reported in the lichens. Vertical section of lichens, fruiting bodies and their different anatomical characters of microlichens. Lichidine and lechinarian type is there. Lichen spot test procedure. Apply the reagent solution to the lichen cortex or medulla by using a small glass needle. Keep a separate needle for each reagent. Observe the colors. Wait at least half minute before concluding the test is negative. Test reagent K test is a 10% water solution of potassium hydroxide and C test is a solution of commercial bleach. P test a saturated alcohol solution of paraphenyl or 1 gram of paraphenyl and 10 grams of sodium sulfate and 5 ml liquid detergent to 100 ml distilled water. AC test K is applied for the applied first and the C after the same spot. chemical characters observation in lichens, that is the microcrystallography test. Place a small fragment of the lichen thallus over a slide, add few drops of acetone, leave to evaporate, remove the thallus fragments, add few drops of crystallization agents like GaW2 per residue, keep the slide on a warm place, place the cover slip and observe it under the compound microscope for crystal formation. Compare the crystal types with the published literature for identification. Acronym solvent mixes proportions. Thin layer chromatography. Extraction of secondary metabolites from the lichen thalli by using acetone in a conical flask or glass vial. Using capillary tubes, load few drops of extract in acetone and let the solvent of the extract evaporated. Run the chromatogram in a suitable solvent system in a TLC tank until the solvent covers 90% of the plate. Take the chromatogram out of the tank and evaporate the solvent. View the chromatograph and mark any colored spots. Note down the color and RF value of the spot. Compare with the standard and identify the compound. This is the TLC test. Results and discussions. The microlichen flora has resulted in some additional interesting results. Prior to this study, millions of nearly 183 species were known from the state in scattered and sporadic locations. The present floristic study has added 97 species, resulting into a total to 176 species under 48 genera and 27 families for eastern Ghats of Andhra Pradesh. The study has resulted in the of 16 new records to India, 33 new distribution records to South India, and 48 addition to the state, while 26 microlichens endemic to India. During the course of investigation, 5 research publications comprising interesting findings from the area were made, which have also been incorporated in the thesis. Tropical representation and microlichens diversity found in a wildlife sanctuary of Chittoor district of Andhra Pradesh. Here is Carticolus dates are having 26 species and Crustose growth forms having is 39 species. This is the highest and lowest is 2 species swarmless. And the wildlife sanctuary includes 44 species already I told, belonging to 24 genera and 19 families. In Kaundinya Wildlife Sanctuary covers South India 8 species and Andhra Pradesh is 8 species, Chittoor is 8 species counts, and dominant species in Kaundinya Wildlife Sanctuary, Yellow Placa capillifera and Yellow Placa subpoliodera, Chrysothrix candilaris, Tetraria obscura, Aphenia cartelle, Lecanora subimmersa. These are all only 2 locations are collected there. Kurnool district. Graphical representation of microlichen diversity, Kurnool district of Andhra Pradesh. Here is Saxicolus and Carticolus lichens is same species that were Saxicolus 34 and Carticolus also 34. And growth forms is Crustose as usually 62 species. Total revealed occurrence 78 species in Kurnool district, that is belonging to 31 genera and 21 families. 12 reported as endemic to India. Major findings in microlichens from Kurnool district, South India 12, Andhra Pradesh 12 addition, and total is Kurnool is 78 species. Dominant microlichens in Kurnool district of Andhra Pradesh. More than 5 localities are presented, 11 species. In this Kelloplaca studiopolioida and endocarpon nigrogenitum is the endemic to India. East Godavari district. Graphical representation of microlichen diversity in East Godavari district of Andhra Pradesh. The project data is based on 70 lichen specimens collected and studied during January 2019 to Pinjarikonda, East Godavari district of Andhra Pradesh, and enumerated with 30 species belonging to 15 genera under 12 families, out of which 5 species are found endemic to India. And in this also Carticolus having highest number of species and Saxicolus is second place, that is the 10. And Crustose growth form also having with 24 species with 80%. Species diversity within the genera. Kelloplaca is the highest species having genera, and followed by second is the Graphis and Lechnora is. Major findings of microlichens from East Godavari. South India, one species. Andhra Pradesh, 5 additions. East Godavari, first time all species are 30 species. Guntur district. Graphical representation of microlichen diversity in Guntur district of Andhra Pradesh. The present data based on nearly 80 specimens identified and collections were made during the December 2019 from 4 localities of Guntur district and enumerated with 36 species belonging to the 16 genera under 12 families, out of which 8 species are endemic to India. Saxicolus having highest number of species, that are 21. The second highest is the Carticolus species, that are 8. And Crustose growth forms having with 22 species with 61%. Major findings of microlichens from Guntur district. India having 4 species. South India is at 2. Andhra Pradesh is 2. And total East Godavari is 36 species. And dominant species are Lechnora helva, Peltula euplaca, Peltula placodegens, Rhinodina pyrina, Rhinodina sulfoides, Anima decipiens, Kelloplaca cuculibera, Kelloplaca suriopolitera, Lechnora acrea, Peltula retetosa. That's the dominant species in Guntur district. Prakasam district. Graphical representation of microlichen diversity in Prakasam district of Andhra Pradesh. The present data is based on nearly 340 specimens studied and collected during the February 2018 from 5 localities in Prakasam district, which revealed the occurrence of 101 species belonging to 37 genera and 23 families, out of which 15 species found endemic to India. Carticolus habitat. Carticolus having the highest number of species, that are 68, and Saxicolus having with 22 species. But Crustose growth form is having with 85 species with 84%. Major findings of microlichen from Prakasam district. India 2 additional species. South India is 10. Andhra Pradesh is 15. East Prakasam district is having with 101 species. Dominant microlichens in Prakasam districts. More than 4 localities is presented. Lechnora helva and Lechnora acrea, Rhinodina sulfoides, Basidia convexula, Kelloplaca baceae, Kelloplaca studiopolitera, Chrysothips granularis, Lechnora tropica. In this, Basidia convexula and Kelloplaca studiopolitera is the endemic to India. SPS Nellore district. Graphical representation of microlichens diversity in SPS Nellore district of Andhra Pradesh. The present data is based on around 200 specimens studied and identified, and these collections were made during the 2017 to 2018 from 2 localities in SPS Nellore district. The district represents 64 species belonging to 19 genera under 15 families, including 13 species endemic to India. Carticolus having the highest number of species, that are 39. Second is the Saxicolus, that is 19. And Crustose growth form having the 58 species with percentage 91%. Species diversity within the district. Penchalagona is having the highest number of species. Sitarampuram is the 34 species. Major findings of microlichens from Prakasam district. India addition to 6 species. South India is 1. Andhra Pradesh is 8. SPS which is 64 species is Eastern Ghats of Andhra Pradesh. Graphical representation of microlichens diversity in Eastern Ghats of Andhra Pradesh. The present investigation is based on 1,058 identified specimens, and these collections were made during the years 2015 to 2019 from 27 forest localities in Eastern Ghats of Andhra Pradesh. The present results enumerate 176 species belonging to 48 genera and 27 families, including 26 endemic microlichens to India. Here is the Carticolus is the heaviest number of species, that are 111 species, and second followed by Saxicolus 53, and Crustose growth form having with 152 species with 86%. Genera and species diversity within the families. Pectiosaurus having the highest number of species, that are 26, and second followed by Lechnoriaceae family. In the genera. Yellow placa having Leticeria having the highest number of species, and followed by Lecanora genus is having the highest number of species, that is 80. Major findings: microlichens from eastern Ghats, new records to India. These are, and South India 33 species, and Andhra Pradesh having with 48 species. Endemic microlichens and found in South India 26 endemic lichen species are found. Endemic species photographs. The table of prominent family in eastern parts of Andhra Pradesh. Leticeria is the highest prominent family that having with 20 species, and second highest family is Lecanora, that is 19. Prominent genera in eastern parts of Andhra Pradesh. Species that are 20. Lecanora having with 18 species. Species, genera and families largely in eastern parts of Andhra Pradesh. Prakasam district having the highest number of species. West is East Godavari, that is the 30. Dominant microlichen in eastern parts of Andhra Pradesh. In this Kelloplaca subiopuletra and Kelloplaca subio subpuletra and Kelloplaca tropica are endemic to India. Conclusion: the present study in eastern Ghats of Andhra Pradesh provides status of species diversity of microlichens of the area for the first time. Further findings are significant in view of the report of 176 species belonging to 48 genera under 27 families. Out of which 16 species recorded as new to India, 48 new to Andhra Pradesh, 33 species were new to South India, 26 are endemic to India. Hence, these findings are highly significant and justify one of the reasons to undertake this study. Thus, the floristic account of the microlichens available from the state will be helpful as guides for the identification and different lichen tags, assessment of biological resources, and a baseline for monitoring. Significance: Eastern Ghats possess many protected areas in form of national parks, wildlife sanctuaries, biosphere reserves, and reserve forests. Conservation of these habitats are very important to prevent extinction of lichens, particularly endemic ones. Compared to Eastern Ghats of Andhra Pradesh, it is important to create awareness among people about the importance and conservation of lichens. Declaring lichen-rich areas as lichen sanctuaries, enriching the existing botanical gardens with lichens, and creating lichen gardens would be effective methods to conserve them in their natural habitats. Apart from conservation, such sanctuaries and gardens would serve educational purpose and awareness among the public. Research publications. Examiners questions. General questions that are: why lichens are regarded as pioneers in the establishment of vegetation? Lichens are regarded as pioneers the establishment of vegetation because they play important role in soil formation and act as organic fertilizer if they decompose. Is there any poisonous or medicinal lichens as per your knowledge? Only few lichens are truly poisonous, that are Letharia and Vulpicidia. These lichens are yellow because they have high concentration of the bright yellow toxin, vulpinic acid. Wolf lichen was used Scandinavia to poison wolves. Around 150 lichens occurring in India are known to have medicinal value either in traditional medicine or in biological assets. Among them, nearly 20 lichen species found in Andhra Pradesh, and mostly are belonging to lichen genus Permotrema in earlier studies. What are the problems you face in collections of lichen specimens? Yes, we faced problems to climb high hills, especially when roads were not proper in thorn forest and pilgrim centers under forest on top of the hill. What are the main threats lichen flora, and what you suggest to overcome these threats? Anthropological activities like cutting trees, forest fire, road construction, and especially industrialization are main threats that we are losing lichen diversity as well as plant diversity. Therefore, we need to protect the sites by setting rules where plant or lichen diversity is high. Also, to increase lichen diversity, we have to plant maximum number of trees that are host to lichens. Among all the plant groups, lichens are minority. And why you have selected this topic for investigations? Absolutely, lichens are the minority as compared to the other plant groups in India. It is one of the leading field now, and exploration work is going well in Himalaya and Western region, but few areas of Eastern Ghats are underexplored. Therefore, I selected this area and subject. Also, earlier studies and new discoveries from the area made me think about this work. A study revealed that the majority of lichens are belonging to crustose 86%, followed by Heptos 2% and squamosity 12%. What is the scientific reason behind it? Clarify. Crustose lichens are the less sensitive to pollution and they can flourish in extreme environments. Therefore, their diversity is high as compared to other group of growth forms found in study area. Expert. Are there any novel species of life from the study area that are to be published? If not, whether candidate expects any new taxa after critical taxonomic studies? At present, there are no novel species of lichens from given data. Yes, I expect new taxa from collections. Why author names are not cited for the reference on Indian lichens publications, which is cited for all the species? Example, Indian lichens and annotated checklist. It is not mandatory to cite each and every species author as most of the cited in Indian lichens. An annotated checklist, it would increase the number of pages if we cite authors belonging to species name, and there is a limitation for thesis pages, therefore we avoid it. Whether candidate wishes to pursue further research in this field. Yes, further I would like to focus on license diversity of coastal Andhra, where most of the districts are not unexplored. Expert please. Acknowledgements. I am thankful to Professor M. Surya Kalavati, Vice Chancellor of Yogam University. Thankful to Professor D. Vijayaraghavan Prasad, Registrar, Yogam University. Professor K. Krishna Reddy, Principal and Dean, Faculty of Sciences, Yoga University. I would like to thank A. Madhusudan Reddy, Associate Professor and Supervisor and Head of the Department. Professor P. Shawalikan, Professor, Department of Botany, Yoga University, Kadapa. Dr. P. Chandrababu Reddy, Associate Professor and BY Chairman of Department of Botany. Dr. Satish Mobe and Dr. B. Anjali Devi, Yoga University. Academic Consultant, Non-Teaching Staff of YVU. Thankful to the forest officers of the Andhra Pradesh. I'll do it. First. If you have any questions, audience, please questions.
Gangadhar,
Sir,
after studying many districts, right?
Okay.
Which district is regarded as hotspot for lichens among these districts?
Sir.
Several districts have been considered for the study, right? For collection
Sir.
of the lichens.
Sorry, once again, sir.
In your study, several districts were considered
Yes, sir.
for collection of the lichens.
Okay.
Among those districts, which district regarded as a hotspot for lichen?
Prakasam and Karnool, sir. Prakasam district is the hotspot, sir.
So why? What is the main reason behind it?
The forest is much, forest is good to for like this.
Okay, forest is means atmosphere is
Sir.
suitable for lichen growth.
Like converse.
That is what you are saying.
Some forests are not exposed to sunlight. That's what that is a hotspot for lichens.
Prakasam district.
Prakasam.
But diversity wise, high number, whether you observed high number of lichens or
But
Just a question, madam.
it's,
Yes, sir, I observed.
I observed, sir.
so another reason, another question, like crustose lichens occupies highest percentage when compared with other lepros and squamous. What is the reason behind it?
That is a growing both, sir. Rock and soil is the most important.
All kind of host. It's not host specific.
It's not host, sir.
So what is the radius which you have considered for the studied area? The radius.
And for example, area.
Rayalaseema and coastal.
That is okay. What is the radius for the studied area from different districts?
Forest radius at the bottom in kilometer.
4-5 kilometers still inside, sir. Road to from main road to forest 4-5 kilometers. And so
బాబు క్వశ్చన్ అది కాదనా ఆయన అడిగినది. నువ్వు తీసుకున్నది డిస్ట్రిబ్యూషన్ మన రాయలసీమ జిల్లాల్లో వ్యాసం ఎంత వ్యాసం ద రేడియస్ వేర్ యూ హ్యావ్ కవర్డ్ ది ఫారెస్ట్ ఏరియా few hundreds of kilometers na few hundred square kilometers could be 200 or 300 or 400 square kilometers.
yes, sir.
Because the diversity is more, because your question itself diversity and distribution of lichens of the eastern Ghats.
First slide bit.
First slide bettu.
Next one.
ఇంకా
Study.
లైక్ ముందు అది దీంట్లో ఎక్కడ ఉంది ఏరియా చూపించి సార్ ఏరియా చూపెట్టి ఎంత ఏరియాలో పెట్టావు చూడు.
Green, sir. 75,000.
5 kilometers.
5 square kilometers. Total eastern.
Okay.
Yeah, eastern.
Green.
And only we study. Instrument.
Karnool, Prakasam, West, Kadapa, these districts are covered. And this is the green all is Eastern Ghats in Andhra Pradesh. From that we covered Karnool, Prakasam, this is regions. And Guntur is this portion, but Guntur in lesser near to Sagar, that was fully explore forest is not suitable to lichen growth. These are districts.
Okay.
Sir, any other questions?
Yes.
So for each of the district, how many sampling sites you have considered for the study?
Each is 100, sir. Some are
100.
100 specimens.
Not specific.
Not specimens, locations, sites, ప్రాంతాలు, ప్రదేశాలు.
27, sir.
Sampling size, like
District difference is there, sir. Chittoor is two localities. Nellore also two localities. This is Karnool, sir. Red marks is
కాదు బాబు, కర్నూలు ఎన్ని నెంబర్ సైట్లు?
different is collected, sir. Kundur is four districts, four localities, sir.
okay.
Is one locality. And Prakasam is five localities.
వెరీ గుడ్, వెరీ గుడ్.
Chittoor is two localities. Nellore is two localities, sir, that are Penchalkon and Sitarampuram. Karnool is highest locality, sir. These are.
Okay.
So minimum sampling sites are two. 7 sites you have taken.
Yes, yes.
Very good, Nan. But when you make any statistical analysis, there may be skewness and will be there, am I right? When there is no geographical distribution is not properly maintained. Have you taken care of it?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, very good. Madhu?
So you, based on your study, Gangadhar,
Sir,
suggest some few lichens which is those are having high economic value, either medicinal or
I don't know, sir.
so. Based on your study, suggest few lichens. Those are having economically important. Those are maybe medicinally important or economically important.
Silla Montagna, sir.
కొంచెం నిదానం చెప్పేదాన్ని.
Permotrima paramolia, Rosella montagna, Asnia. These are the names, sir.
Which are selling in the market, you could చెప్పు.
Also, we are selling marketing, sir.
మార్కెట్ వెండర్స్ చెప్పు.
Vendors in
So why those are important? Like why you are suggesting? Is there any important like medicinal value or other means?
yes, sir, but that are very less amount.
So I am passing it to others, sir. Please.
Any
Thank you.
sir?
Thank you, Convener Dr. A. Masudan Reddy, and we are very much thankful to the BOS Chairman, Dr. P. Chandrababu Reddy, the external expert, Dr. Giridhar Kumar Garu, and the other participants. Today we had the very good presentation on diversity and distribution of micro lichens of Eastern Ghat of Andhra Pradesh, India. So he could able to give glimpses and qualitatively, not in the sense of quantitatively. Qualitatively, he will able to identify nearly to 100 lichens, which are very useful, hopefully useful for the medicinal and also other mankind activity. It is a worthwhile PhD thesis, and he could able to successfully present his research work and also the queries raised by the 3 adjudicators. He successfully given the answers, and the external expert, Dr. Giridhar Kumar Garu, I hope he was successfully. I hope he is accept me that we can adjudicate PhD thesis after completing the formalities of the Yogi Vemana University. Do you accept?
Yes, sir. Yes. Yes.
Thank you. Dr. Chandrababu Reddy, to conclude.
చంద్ర
If Chandra is not available, Madhu?
Sir, Chandra having a network problem, sir.
Madhusudan Reddy, please conclude these sessions.
Thank you, sir, for attending this PH YOMS. And I'm extremely thankful to the Dr. Geeta Kumar Surabhi, who is accepted as external examiner YOMS for Gangadhar PH YOMS. And also Dean Faculty of Sciences and Principal, Professor K. Krishna Reddy, sir, and VY Chairman Dr. P. Chandrababu Reddy, and other faculty members and scholars, those who are attended this YOMS meeting by the Gangadhar Pandava. Now I request Giridhar Kumar Surabhi announce the doctor Mr. Giridhar, Mr. Gangadhar Pandava.
Yes, Dr. Masudan Reddy.
Yes, sir, you can announce.
Yeah. Please go ahead.
Dr. Girdhar Kumar Garu, we have to say that he is fit to get a PhD degree. Please.
Okay, sir.
So otherwise you can avoid the dean.
No. It is better to be the external expert only. Please.
Yes, actually,
We request him.
this is a nice pioneering work carried out by Gangadhar Pandava under the supervision of Dr. Masudan Reddy. So he successfully presented and defended the Viva OC, and we accept to award the degree of PhD to Gangadhar Pandava.
Thank you, Andy. Thank you, Dr. Girdhar Kumar Garu. We really appreciate the research scholar, Mr. Girdhar Pandava, and the research supervisor, Dr. A. Masudan Reddy, for taking the very good research initiative. I have to say only few words of the department. We have the 29 departments and 33 programs. Among them, the botany, Department of Botany is one of the pioneering department and old department. Three of the faculty members, they came from abroad and they are doing the diversified research, and they are bringing lot of name and fame to the varsity. Exclusively, Dr. Masudan Reddy is the person for entire greenery of our varsity. He is taking care very nicely, and he is bringing lot of projects to the greenery projects to the varsity, and many of the universities, old and new universities, are approaching for the consultancy from Dr. Masudan Reddy. This is only because of his sheer industry and his dedicated efforts made the UVMNA University into the in the state universities one of the pioneering universities, though it is very young. So we have to congratulate the department in general, in particular Dr. A. Masudan Reddy, for his untiring efforts he is putting, and I sincerely wish him and hope him that he will continue for another decade plus or so, so that our university will go to the next level of the other universities. So thank you. So this is for the information to Dr. Giridhar Kumar Garu.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Please.
Thanks for the introduction and nice information. I would like to congratulate both Masudan Reddy and Dr. Gangadhar Pandava
Now you can
for nice piece of work, sir.
మధురు 4 సార్లు అందరూ చప్పట్లు తట్టండి అమ్మా, అక్కడి నుంచి క్లాప్స్ కొట్టండి. వినపడలా మధు? కొంచెం గట్టిగా. నాకు వినపడడం లేదయ్యా. వెరీ గుడ్. నానా గంగాధర్ బాబు, నా దగ్గర పెద్ద క్వశ్చన్ ఉందమ్మా. ఐ హ్యావ్ ఎ బిగ్ క్వశ్చన్ టు ఆస్క్ యూ. ప్లీజ్ లిజన్. నువ్వు దీనికి ఆన్సర్ చెప్పాలి. వాట్ ఈజ్ యువర్ డ్రీమ్ గోల్? నీ జీవిత ఆశయం ఏమిటి? చెప్పు నాన్న. నో సపోర్ట్ ఫ్రమ్ ది గైడ్. నువ్వు తల తిప్పు పక్కకి.
So what we have to do?
నేను మధు, కీప్ క్వైట్.
Okay, sir.
చెప్పునా గంగాధర్, నేను అడిగిన క్వశ్చన్ పెద్దదేమయ్యా, క్లిష్టమైంది ఏం కాదయ్యో. నాన్న వినపడలేదు, ఇంకోసారి చెప్పు బాబు.
సార్ వినిపిస్తుంది సార్.
చెప్పు నాన్న.
చెప్పు.
in good position is
ఏం పొజిషన్ రా?
survive sir.
నానా, డ్రీమ్ గోల్ అనేది పెద్ద ఆశయం రా, జీవిత ఆశయం రా. ఇట్ ఈస్ ది యువర్ డ్రీమ్ గోల్. యూ వాంట్ టు బికమ్ సంథింగ్, యూ వాంట్ టు డూ సంథింగ్, యూ వాంట్ టు బి సంథింగ్. ఏమో చెప్పు, బాగా కరెక్ట్ గా క్లారిటీ చెప్పురా నాన్న.
Teaching.
Where we are going to settle.
చెప్పరా ఏనా?
I'll tell you personality sir.
ఓకేనా, వెరీ నైస్.
If you will come to the chamber, sir, he will tell you personally.
I know I have to sign. I will sign, no problem.
That time he will tell you.
Okay, really, I'm very happy, and we have to greatly acknowledge Dr. Giridhar Kumar Garu sparing his valuable time and asking the wonderful questions. And in the periphery, he was not gone deeply inside the subject, but really I appreciate him for making this Viva VOC examination to conduct a very effective manner. Thank you, Dr. Giridhar Kumar Garu.
Thank you. Sir, thank you, sir, Mr. Sir and Giridhar sir. Now can close it.
Yes, please do so. We are signing off.
Sir, and words towards us and our department, sir. Thank you.
Please, Amma, we are leaving now.
Okay, sir. Sir, Giridhar sir, thank you.
Thank you. Dr. Masudan Reddy, thank you. And all the best for all the best to Gangadhar.
Thank you sir.